Welcome back to Am's in Progress. I'm sure from the thumbnail and the description, you've already figured out that today we are going to Trader Joe's. And by today, I mean I've already gone it and I've already made a bunch of meals, but now we're going to talk about it. So I follow Ashley Tracks Points on Instagram. She did a WW Trader Joe's like little video. And so I screenshot some things that looks good and went to Trader Joe's to buy them. We're gonna see if we like them, if we don't like them, how many points they are for the little haul, but then also what to do with it. Because if you're like me and you get a bag of turkey meatballs or some chicken sausage, you get it home and you're like, now what? Okay, I got some low point turkey meatballs, but I don't know what to do with it. So we're gonna give you a few ideas on how to use some of these foods as well. Some of them are standalone ideas. Like, do I need to show you what to do with a bean burrito? I think not. You eat it. That's what you do with a bean burrito. And it's also delicious, spoiler alert. But let's go on to what the haul is. And then after the haul, you will see the recipe ideas. They're also gonna be linked down below because I got you, boo. I got you. It'll take you down over to your WW app and it will pull up. It might make you sign in. It might make you not sign in. It's finicky. It does what it wants. And then you can bookmark the top of the recipe to save it to your saved recipes list. So you'll have them for later whenever you do decide to go on a Trader Joe's adventure. First up is the frozen jasmine rice. This is so convenient to have on hand for a really quick side dish, and it tastes great. I also love having the frozen veggies on hand. These French green beans are awesome, especially in the air fryer. You can't forget, if you're going to Trader Joe's, to grab this light mozzarella. It's a must-have. I grabbed several bags. Also, go ahead and grab you a few bags of these shredded hash browns. They're great as well, and I love that they're resealable and stay really well in the freezer. These turkey corn dogs are delicious. Even my husband loves them, who is definitely not on a diet. Speaking of frozen veggies, anytime you can get something that's roasted or fire roasted or anything like that means flavor for free. No point, but flavor. Love that. Also like to grab some of their fresh produce like potatoes and bananas. They have the delicious protein bars, Bear Bells, and they have the cheapest price that I have found for the Bear Bells. Just a little baby orange here coming at you to say hi. This truffle pasta sauce is delicious. If you like truffle, I love truffle. So I would throw this with some pasta. These little teeny tiny tomatoes are exactly what they sound like, teeny and tiny. This is a buttermilk protein pancake mix. I do like Kodiak cake mix better, but I think the Trader Joe's is a little bit lower in points. These chicken meatballs are delicious, 1 point per meatball. Can't go wrong with some zucchini. Always love some 0 point foods. These chicken sausages are delicious, and I'll be sharing a recipe for these here in a minute. This was a no for me. Nope, took 2 bites and threw it away. This spinach artichoke dip makes a great pasta sauce. So just throw a couple tablespoons with some pasta and you're good to go. These bean rice burritos are 3 points and delicious. Add a little bit of light sour cream and you got a really quick lunch. Also going to be sharing a recipe for these turkey meatballs. Say hello to Hawaiian turkey meatballs in your future. I like these little mini wontons as well. In our first little recipe here, we're going to use the chicken sausage, mozzarella, and those little baby tomatoes for our delicious one-pan Orzo Italiano. This is a HelloFresh inspired recipe. We're going to take that chicken sausage, cut them out of the casings, and brown them up until they're cooked all the way through. Now, I'm also going to be adding garlic and my little tomatoes to this. I did not buy enough tomatoes, so I had to pair it with others, but you could just use all of the tiny ones, and then you don't have to cut any in half. All of the amounts will definitely be in that recipe that's in the description box. Once this has cooked for a couple minutes, those tomatoes have gotten nice and softened. We're going to add our orzo, which is basically just a tiny pasta, and then our Italian seasoning. We're going to stir this around and let it get coated and all those delicious juices. This is going to take about 1 minute. We're also going to season it well with salt and pepper. All of the seasonings we're using don't have salt and pepper in them, so we have to add all the salt and pepper as we go. I typically use kosher salt. It's not as salty as a table salt, but I will also use sea salt. Give this another little stir, and then now we're going to add our water and our stock concentrate, and or you can just use chicken broth. And then we might need to salt it again, but we're going to wait and taste it, see what it tastes like. We're going to bring this to a boil, lower the heat to medium, and let it simmer, stirring once or twice until it's about al dente. It's going to take 7 to 9 minutes. Now we're going to stir in some chopped spinach. And you can let this cook about 3 more minutes. If your pasta seems dry, you can add water, a 1/4 cup at a time. I clearly do not have that problem. And now I'm going to add some of that light mozzarella cheese as well. And stir that in, as well as some fresh lemon juice, and again, salt and pepper. Now, if you do not have a oven-proof pan, you're going to need to transfer it over to a different dish. This can go in the oven, so I'm okay. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle my panko and my Parmesan that has been mixed together. Sprinkle it right over the top, and we're going to let this broil so it gets all golden and bubbly. And that's only going to take about 1 to 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, but do not walk away because it can go from toasty to burnt really, really quickly. Look how delicious this meal is. It is so homey tasting. I don't know any other way than like saying cozy. It tastes like cozy Italian in the best way possible. So I hope you really enjoy this. And I do love that chicken sausage. I will be getting it again. A simple food idea for those hash browns is this hash brown casserole, linked down below. 6 points per serving, and this warms up really well. Also, don't forget on these pancakes that you can really bulk them up with your 0-point foods. So I'm adding fresh strawberries here, and I just added my maple syrup straight to my strawberries and let it sit for a few minutes, and then poured it over, and it made this delicious strawberry maple syrup. Had that with some cottage cheese and eggs, and it was a really low-point breakfast, but a high impact on flavor. Now, these meatballs can also be paired with pasta, but I just thought I'd show you something different just in case. I did not like it with the truffle picante sauce. I just think the two were a little clashing. But you can take garlic toast, or I did an English muffin and toast it up. Add your chicken meatballs. I cut mine in half, so I used 4 meatballs on my English muffin. Pour a little marinara sauce over it and your mozzarella, and then spray it with a little cooking spray just so that cheese melts really well, and then bake it. It makes fast, open face meatball sandwiches. And again, I used the garlic toast for my husband's. All right, this last one is the turkey meatballs. This is Hawaiian turkey meatballs. I didn't buy enough Trader Joe meatballs, so I had to pair it with a different turkey meatballs, but it still came out really good. We're going to use a drained can of 20-ounce can of pineapple. We're going to make a sauce using all these ingredients here. That came together really quickly. I did this all before going to work, so this took about 5 minutes to throw all this together. I'm going to pour it over and then give it a nice little stir. This made quite a lot. It says 8 servings, but it felt like a lot. I felt like I was eating it a lot. My husband wasn't the biggest fan of this, but I liked it, especially over that jasmine rice. I was a big fan. So that's all you have to do. Put the lid on and let it cook on low for 6 hours. And when you get home, you have delicious Hawaiian meatballs. And then again, use that jasmine rice, add a little green onion, and it feels fancy. Another idea for those potatoes is a shrimp boil, because can you go wrong with shrimp boil? No, you cannot. So that's it for our Trader Joe's haul. Hopefully this was helpful for you. I know there are a lot of you Trader Joe's lovers out there, so hopefully this helped ignite your love a little bit more. Keep that passion burning for you. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Right? You're subscribed already, right? Give it a thumbs up. I'd really like it if you do that. That'd be so helpful. Stare awkwardly until you do it. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, anyway, moving on. See you next time. Bye.